be quiet.
Thanks guys, I appreciate it. Welcome back to Cosmeholics Anonymous. I am your favorite girl, Bo Vintage, and today's video is, of course, a Botox segment. I haven't done Botox for you guys in motherfucking ages, so let's get this shit popping, because, like, honestly, I got questions that need answers, so let's do this. The first one, I'm going to insert the clip now. It is very long, so y'all can take your time, pause it, and read it, because I will not be reading it to you. So, hey Amanda, how you doing? So basically, for this, I am kind of irritated with your girl, your friend, because why is it that she harbored her feelings for so long, and then now this is the second time she's kind of backing out of the relationship because she's scared that it'll ruin the friendship. And to me, that's a weak excuse. I don't think that's fair to either of you. If I was in love with somebody and they were in love with me too, I would not hesitate to be in a relationship with them. Especially because every time you guys have tried, you guys haven't really tried to be together other than the first time, and it was like 4 months. But throughout all the years you guys haven't been together, you have been in and out of relationships. And you guys are dating everybody except for each other, which makes zero sense to me. I think that if you guys are in love, you guys should be together. Like, it's like The Notebook. Like, why wouldn't you be with somebody that you're in love with? I would hate for me to be in a relationship, my relationship end. Now it's a possibility that we can be together. We kind of plan that we're about to be together, and then last minute you pull out. Like, your pull-out game is not that strong, honey. Like, you ain't about to pull out on me. No. Like, if I'm ready to be in a relationship with you, you say you're ready to be in a relationship with me. Why is it that you're now all of a sudden, I don't want to ruin the friendship? Fuck the friendship. And the thing too is that if you're so frustrated now to the point where you kind of want to end the friendship, then it's time for y'all to be together. Like, there's no more waiting. It's like the perfect time. You guys are both single and free to mingle, but why mingle when y'all can be with each other and be happy? Like, it's, my mom always told me, like, when I was young, she always told me to marry my best friend. When she said it, I took it literal, and I was just like, but mom, like, I can't be marrying no girl, like, And she just like, I don't mean that, but I mean, you should marry your best friend. Shooter's definitely my best friend. Like, and that's how you're supposed to build a relationship. You're supposed to build your relationship on a friendship. You should start out as friends and let it blossom into something more beautiful and more passionate, but don't waste time. Like, y'all think y'all got forever? Like, no. Like, it's gonna be, the time's gonna pass. What's she gonna do? Like, first it was 6+ years. Now, what is it gonna be? 30 years later, she's gonna come back to you and be regretting the fact that she didn't date you? Nah. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I think that you guys should just grab the bull by the horns, honey, and take the plunge. Like, don't waste any more time. You guys have spent enough time apart. Fuck the distance. Fuck the friendship. Build something on top of your friendship. And they say that if you're friends with somebody for 7 years or more, like, once you hit the 7-year mark, you'll remain friends forever. So I think that you guys are past that. If your relationship doesn't work out, it might take a while to rebuild that friendship, but you'll still be able to do it just because you guys have been friends for that long. I mean, when somebody knows you inside and out, when you build that kind of friendship, it's very hard to break, and it takes a lot to come between that friendship. So I think that if you guys are mature enough and if you guys are sensible, that you'll be able to make the relationship work. I hope that helps. I'm playing with sticky tack. No, this is not sticky tack. I'm playing with silly putty, you guys. Oh, why the hell did I just open up Google Maps? I can't with myself. Okay. Screenshots. Okay, here's a short one, so I will definitely read this one to you. So me and this guy have been involved for almost 3 years. I'm 16, he's 19. involved, I mean sex and also relationship wise, but not boyfriend and girlfriend, then no, honey. That ain't no relationship. It's relations, but it ain't relationship. So before, I had recently found out he would talk to other females and once did action but not have sex. So what, he got blowjob? Like, the fuck is did action? Kiss? Like, y'all gotta send me details, honey, because I want the tea. Okay? Anyway, but he is an honest person with me, but he talks to me like we're together. He treats me like it and all. I lost my virginity to him, and he's the only person I've ever been involved with. I guess you can say I'm in love with him, but a lot of people tell me to stay with him, but I want to know what you think, if it makes any sense. He hasn't been involved with anyone else, but I have just been overthinking it all on if I should stay with him or move on. What do you think? Girl, honey, okay, I stress to you guys, like, honestly, I hope you guys look at me like your big sister. Like, I cannot stress how much I urge you guys to not have sex at 16. Like, I can't even express to you how much it means to me that y'all just stay virgins forever. Like, be the Virgin Mary, have a baby, and you don't know how the baby got in your belly. Like, be a Virgin Mary, honey. Don't be Lil' Kim, okay? Like, sex is not all that it's cracked up to be. Well, when it's with the right person, it is. But, like, when you're 16, the chances of you ending up with your boyfriend now, your girlfriend now, is not that high. And you're gonna, like, when you're that age, I get it. Like, you think that your relationship's gonna last forever and blah, 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 blah. But that's not always the case. Like, it's very, very, very rare, like base God rare, that you will end up with the person that you're with right now, today. The other thing is, you guys have been doing this friends with benefits thing for 3 years. I think that's absolutely insane that somebody that is your friend with benefits has stripped you of your virginity. I don't know what word to use. I just know that if you are trying to sleep with me for I don't know if you slept with him like when you were 13 and he was 16, but if that's what happened, regardless, it doesn't matter when it happened. All that matters is the fact that this has been going on for this long. Why are you friends with benefits for 3 years? He treats you like you're his girlfriend, but he won't give you that actual relationship title. The thing is, and this is something I want you guys to remember, men do not grow up. Like, men take very long to mature. Him at 16 and 17, 18, 19, like, he's gonna take a really, really, really long time before he realizes it's time to be a man. And so you can't really expect a lot out of boys in that age bracket in terms of what you want out of a relationship. You definitely deserve more than that. Like, you can't continue to give yourself to this person when they're not giving themselves to you. Like you said, you haven't been with anybody else, and you said he's really honest with you and open with you about what he's done and who he's been with, but I don't think that he's telling you whole truths, because I don't know any 19-year-old boy off in college that's not even if he's not in college, like, that sticks to one girl, especially because you guys are friends with benefits and he's not, like, you know, sealing the deal with you. It's not worth it. Whoever's around you telling you that you should stay with him, those are not your friends, because my friends could never, like, nah. If you want something from somebody and they're not gonna give it to you, and I don't mean like things, I mean relationship wise, attention. Like, if you want something and you're giving it to them and they're not giving it back to you, then you need to pull back from that and just step back and just realize that you are giving more than you're getting, and that's not fair. Relationships are supposed to be fair. They're supposed to be compromised. They're supposed to be understanding. If you are not getting that back from your significant other, whether it's a boyfriend, friend with benefits, whatever, like, you need to cut the relationship out of the equation. Like, nah, bye my nigga. Like, friend zone, please. Like, I just can't. These are the emails that make me almost sad, because I want the best for you guys. Like, I don't know if does that sound corny? Am I fucking corny right now? I legit want the best for you guys. So when you guys are asking me for my advice and I'm being open and blunt and harsh about it, it's because I don't want you guys doing things that I did when I was young. Like, if I can prevent it, like, let me be your condom. Like, let me just be your condom, because I don't want you guys to go through the things that I went through. Like, that's why I share my fucking life with you guys, because I've made mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. We're fucking humans. We're fucking a walking error. Like, I'm a walking error. So when you guys tell me these things and I relate them to my life and what I've been through, it just takes me back to certain places, and I'm just like, wow. Not that I wish those things didn't happen, because I wouldn't be who I am, but if I had somebody like me telling me not to do this and not to do that, I would have listened. And I probably did have somebody telling me these things, but I didn't listen, because you're 16, you're young, you want to have fun, you want to do what you want to do. Nobody can tell you anything. And that's the attitude I've always had. So I want you guys just to take my lessons into account when you are living your everyday life, okay? My advice to you, if you didn't get it already with everything I just said, is to stop seeing this person, because if he's not committed to you now, 3 years into this fugazi ass relationship, he's never gonna commit to you. Once you back off from him, he's gonna try to continue to talk to you, and he's gonna try to be like I miss you and blah blah blah, but he's a fuckboy. So I don't care how honest he is, he's a fuckboy. Especially because, like, guys know what they're doing, and he took your virginity from you and you weren't his girlfriend, and he never had intentions on making you his girlfriend. And I think that's something major that you need to pay attention to. He's young and he's not ready to commit to you. I know there's a lot of young people in relationships, but everybody's different, and some guys just don't want to commit. So you can't really force that on him. I'm not saying that you're trying to force that on him, but don't listen to your friends telling you to stay with him, because what do they mean stay with him? You're not in an actual relationship. You're simply fucking somebody. So even if you guys do go on dates and stuff, did I say Tyler the Creator? Even if you do go on dates and stuff, it's like, it's still not considered a relationship. Unless he says to you, okay, I want to make you my girlfriend because we've been doing this whole thing for 3 years, I do have feelings for you, and rate tay, then you need to just back off and find somebody younger. That's the other thing too. When I was 13, not even 13, when I was in high school, even to this day, like, I'm always like, I would never date anybody that's more than 2 years older than me. Like, as you get older, that changes. Like, if you're 25, it's okay if you date a 30-year-old, but when you're 13, you can't be dating a 16-year-old. The mindset's not the same. When you're 14, you can't be dating an 18-year-old. Like, it's not okay. Like, why are there so many tigers roaming the streets? I don't understand. Like, your boyfriend, well, you're not your boyfriend, whatever he is, your boyfriend is a little too old. That's my personal opinion, because, oh yes, it's only 1 year older than 2 years older than you, but his mindset is not the same. Not only is the mindset not the same, the gender plays a big role in that. He's a 19-year-old man, boy. His thinking is not the same as yours at all, because you're a 16-year-old girl. You're impressionable. You're easy to be hurt. Like, when you're 16, you're very vulnerable. The more you stay with him, the more vulnerable you're going to be. So I think that you need to find somebody that is more in your age range. The oldest you should be dating right now is 18, and even that's kind of pushing it when you're 16, just because they're gonna leave school and go off to college and you're still gonna be in school for another 2 years. So it's kind of just like, not so much. I really want you to evaluate the relationship and figure out or if you're getting what you deserve in return. And you can always have that conversation with him, the what are we conversation, not even the what are we conversation, because you seem to already know that you're not in a relationship. But you do need to have that conversation with him and be like, look, if you're not going to make this official, it's been 3 years, then I'm going to have to let this go. We can't be friends with benefits anymore because it's doing more damage to me than it is doing good. And that is all I have to say about that. Hey Bo, so I've been feeling kind of down lately. My so-called friend talks shit about me, basically calling me ugly, etc. I've dealt with fake friends before, so I'm kind of used to it. I forgave her because she's in my group of friends and it would be awkward talking to everyone but her. I hate how she thinks she's better than me. I don't really like hanging around this group anymore because of her and the way the guys in my school treat me. All the girls in my group are popular and everyone likes them because they find them cute, but not me. Whenever I have to dance with a guy for a social dance, they don't want to, or as soon as the teacher walks away, they go back to their group of friends and leave me hanging. I'm tired of everything. To be honest, the reason why I think they don't like me is because I'm black and a little bit thicker than my friends. My question is, how do I become more confident in myself and forget about everyone bringing negativity in my life? Okay, so this is something that's easier said than done. To not worry about what other people think of you is very cliche for me to say, but it is the truth. Also, anybody that is disrespecting you or trying to embarrass you in front of other people by calling you names, calling you out of your name, and especially something like calling somebody ugly, that can really damage somebody's self-esteem. That's not your friend. That's not somebody you want to be around you. Now, you guys are young, and I know teasing is very common when you're young. So I wouldn't say to like take it too harshly, because a lot of the times when people are doing that, it's because they're jealous of you and not necessarily because you are those things. If you can't just accept what everybody says to you or says about you. And if it's a race thing, I mean, that's really horrible and you definitely need to find new friends. But the biggest thing that I can advise you is that you have a talk with the person that is being hurtful towards you. And who cares if it's awkward between you and her? That's neither here nor there. It's not about that, it's about how you feel and how you feel about your friendship with her. So you talk to somebody and you ask them to be polite and they disregard your feelings and brush you off and tell you whatever, then that's not okay, obviously, and that's not your friend. However, if you talk to them and they say, oh, I was only joking, like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you or make you feel any less of a person, then you know they're being genuine, and you know they're being genuine if they don't do it again after you speak to them. So I'm not going to say to cut the friendship off immediately. If you have that conversation with the person and they improve their behavior, then okay. But if you don't talk to them and tell them how you feel, then you're never going to really know how the friendship will or wouldn't have turned out if you don't speak up. It's so important to speak up and voice your opinion. And especially if somebody is attacking you, you have to stand up for yourself. It's hard to do sometimes because some people use that to intimidate you, and they know that you will be intimidated if they say hurtful things to you. But you have to push through that, and you have to say something. Say something, I'm giving up on you. You gotta say something. You gotta open up your mouth. You gotta be loud. What? If somebody comes for me, I'm coming for their whole family. Like, don't, y'all already know with me, honey. Y'all already know. Like, it's not a game. Don't come for me, ever in life. I don't care. I don't care who you are. You can be motherfucking Beyonce. I will drag you through the motherfucking mud, like, by your lace friend. Do not play with me. Oh, anyway. That's the biggest thing. I think you should stand up for yourself. It's hard to do. You don't do it in front of everybody now. You take them to the side and you have a conversation with them and you just be really real about it. There's only two ways that it can go. Really right or really left. And obviously we're hoping for it to go really right, but you do need to just pull that person to the side and slap some sense into them. I mean, there's only so much you can do. You can't change somebody's opinion of you or their perspective unless they really get to know you. So if she genuinely thinks that you're ugly and she's saying that because she thinks you're ugly, she's not going to apologize for it. If she just said it because she thought it was funny or cool to poke fun at you, she will apologize for it if you tell her. If she's really your friend and you pull her to the side and tell her how it made you feel, she will probably apologize for it and you guys can maintain your friendship and kind of turn over a new leaf. If you don't say anything, you will just be miserable and you will have to just find new friends. But good friends are hard to find, so I would just suggest having that talk with her. And if you don't like what she has to say, then you know what you could do. And you know what she could do. Jump in a motherfucking lake and drown. Okay. My boyfriend suffers from depression, and the closer it gets to him having to go to basic training for the Army on March 7th, it gets worse. We've only been dating for a month, but we've decided to keep talking even though he's leaving for 4 months. When his depression comes into effect, he tends to shut me out and he doesn't talk to me for days, and it drives me crazy because I want to talk to him and only him. Whenever I did get to talk to him, he told me that he doesn't think that we're going to work out because of the distance. We live 1 hour apart, and he needs his attention and affection. I asked him if he was breaking up with me, and he said no. So I'm confused as to what he's saying. With me being his girlfriend, I don't know what to do nor how to help him. Help me, please. Okay. I'm sorry, but to me, an hour is not that far away. Especially if he's going to basic training for the Army, he's obviously must be at least 18, right? So you guys are at an age where y'all can hop in a car, hop on a bus, and go see somebody. An hour is not that far away to be making an excuse to not have a relationship. Like 5 hours maybe, you know. 1 hour, even 3 hours, that's a long time. But 1 hour is not that long. You can hop on a bus, a train, a plane, whatever, and go see him. He can do the same to see you. Now, with him going away for the Army, I get why he would be depressed, but he shouldn't be shutting you out because it's a time like this where you need support and love around you. And so my advice to you is, when he is doing this and shutting you out, do not take that. What you need to do is let him know consistently or constantly that you are there for him. He may not want to talk to you, and you can say that. Be like, babe, I know you don't want to talk to me right now. I get that you're feeling down, but I just want you to know that I'm here for you. When you're ready to talk, I will be here. And you have to just reiterate that and let them know, because depression is a very scary thing. And if you've never been depressed before, you wouldn't know that. And people that are depressed go through a lot of different emotions and just, they go through it all, honey. So it's hard for somebody that is depressed to talk about their depression. So the most common thing would be to shut people out, but it's nice to know that somebody's in your corner. You might get a message and you won't respond to it, but you're happy and you'll remember that that person was there for you. So I would just say to keep messaging him and letting him know that you are here for him no matter what. And you also need to say to him that you guys do need to have that conversation as to what he wants you to do, because you can't be sitting around waiting for him forever. If he's not going to give you, he tried to end the relationship, but then when you asked him if he's breaking up with you, he said no. So you do need to have a serious conversation with him and be like, look, I want to live my life. I would love for you to be a part of it, but if you're not going to give me an open answer, then I need to know what to do. I need to know if we're gonna keep this going or if I should not waste any more time with you. I mean, we could still be friends, we can maintain a friendship, because it's only been a month. You guys haven't really gone through some crazy turmoil or bumps in your relationship where you can't continue speaking if you break up. So just figure it out what the relationship is. You're not gonna get that answer from me. You really have to talk to him and see what he wants to do. Ask him if in 4 months from now when he's back from the army, if he's gonna want to come home to you or if he's just gonna want to be single and depressed by himself. It's a lot more easy to be depressed when you got somebody else to be depressed with, like straight up. So you should really just talk to him and find out what he wants to do for sure, and let him know that you're not willing to waste time. Because let me tell you something, relationships you're never gonna get that time back. Like, you can waste so much time on one single person and you are never gonna get those hours back of your life. So hours, days, months, years, decades. Like, imagine spending 10 years with somebody and it not working out, or you not taking the time to make it work out. Imagine that. That's time you're never gonna get back, and then you have to start all over again. Nobody wants to do that. So my advice to you is to definitely figure it out before it does get too deep where you can't figure it out and your relationship is built on fucking rocks, like nothing. P.S. y'all, sorry if it's blurry, like, sorry. I don't think it is though. So China, I hope that advice helps. I mean, it's ultimately, if you want this relationship to work, then you really just have to talk to him and ask him what y'all are going to do. And that's all I gotta say about that. I'm 17 and I just graduated from high school. Hooray for being released from prison! And this means starting a new chapter in my life. Is there any advice that you'd give someone transitioning from teenagehood to adulthood? 17 to 18 isn't a big jump, but I feel like it means a lot because there's so many more responsibilities, and I want to know your take on it. Any advice you'd give for this period of time in life? Stay a motherfucking kid, okay? Responsibilities are not a joke. Responsibilities are not something that I even motherfucking want. Because you know what? When I was 18, yes, I automatically felt grown. Well, you know what? When I was 6, I felt grown. So I've always felt grown, but when I was 18, I was like, oh shit, it's official. I don't have to tell my mom this. I don't have to tell my mom that. I can stay out late. I can do as I please. But it doesn't work like that. And this is why. When you are that age, chances are you're still living at home. So chances are there are still rules that need to be followed. Will you break the rules? Yes, you might. But you know where that's going to end you up? Kicked motherfucking out. And that's what happened to me. So try not to take on too much responsibilities. When you turn 18, they're going to start bombarding you with signing up for a credit card. Don't do it. The reason why I'm telling you don't do it is because you don't understand credit. I will do a whole entire motherfucking video on credit because it's really important and nobody talks about it. And if I had known what I know now, when I signed up for my first credit card, because I went to the bank and they were like, oh, blah blah blah, do you want a credit card? And I was like, yeah, free. Like, it's not free money, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. It's not free money. I will do a video on this because it's so important and I want people to know how it works and whatnot. But the responsibilities only get more intense as you get older, and 18 is nothing. When I was 18, I was partying a lot and doing this, that, and the third. And when you're 18, you probably have like one phone bill. You just have a phone bill to pay. But once you start acting like an adult, more adult responsibilities will come your way. So because I didn't get kicked out at 18, I wasn't 18 when I got kicked out, but the point is I was living at home and trying to be grown at the same time, and my mom just wasn't having it because she's a queen, I'm a queen, can't be no two queens under one roof. So one of us had to go, and I wasn't paying any fucking rent, so it was me, honey. It's like, just listen to your parents, do what they say, and I always had this dream that I would be living at home until I was 23, because 23 was the year that, well, when I was growing up, I always said 23 was just going to be my year. Like, I wanted to get married, have a child, and be successful all by 23. I'm motherfucking 23. I am kind of successful, but I don't have a kid, and I'm not married, actually married. So it doesn't happen. Life doesn't happen how you plan it out, right? God has a plan for you, and whatever it is, you're gonna find out when you get there. Like, you don't know who's at the party. So just hold on to the least amount of responsibilities as possible. You don't want the responsibilities. Like, rent is not a joke. Light bills are not a joke. Water bills are not a joke. Like, I don't think anybody understands that. And yes, it's nice to live on your own. You get to do what you want, have who you want over for as late as you want. They don't even gotta go home. Like, you can do what you want when you poppin', but it's not all that it's cracked up to be. And I think that we're made to think that. We're made to think that you're 18 now, you're an adult, it's time to get out in the world and do this, that, and the third. But honestly, it's not even worth it. Like, what responsibilities do you want? Who the fuck wants responsibilities? If I could be a 2-year-old infant right now, I motherfucking would. Like, I don't want these responsibilities. I don't want to pay rent. Like, I don't want that. Like, who wants to pay rent? Why am I giving somebody my money? Like, I want to go shopping. Like, wait. Those are not responsibilities that you want right away. Yes, you're gonna want them eventually. You're gonna want to live on your own. You're gonna be happy when you pay rent. No, I don't think that ever happens. Like, nobody wants to pay their fucking mortgage. I want to just buy the shit and it be mine. Like, why I gotta pay a mortgage? Nah. So nobody wants bills. Everybody got them. So if it were up to me and I could go back, I would, and I would be more obedient so that I wouldn't end up in the situations that I ended up in. And you guys will get to learn so much more when I get into depth about my life, everything that's happened throughout my life. You guys will learn more about that, and I'll talk about that openly with y'all because I don't give a fuck. But just know that 18 is not any, like, it's the same as 15. Like, there's nothing more special about 18 than there is about 16. They're just milestones that we're told to get excited about, basically. So don't be too excited that you're turning 18 or that you turned 18. My only advice to you is to keep focused, have a goal and a vision for yourself, and to push through and make it happen. Don't let anybody tell you different. Just do what you want to do as long as it's a positive thing. Don't get in trouble, because it's really important that you stay focused and take care of yourself and obey your parents. I think those are the main 3 things that I want to stress. Yes, you should get a job. Don't go shopping every single time you get a paycheck. Save your money. If somebody was telling me to save my money or told me how to save my money, I would be better off. Like, especially at 18, that's when you should start saving your money, because you're gonna start to want things that are more expensive, like cars and stuff, and you're not gonna be able to get them because you spent all your fucking money at Forever 21 every 2 weeks. Like, nah, you got to save. So my advice to you is to not take on too much responsibility, because it's not all that is cracked up to be. Like, being an adult is not some fun thing. It has its fun moments, don't get me wrong. Like, y'all probably like, oh my god, I don't want to grow up now. Like, nah, it has its fun moments. There are a lot of great things about adulthood, but at the same time, if I could be, 16 forever without having, not even 16, if I could be 7 years old forever, I would choose that life 100 times. Like, I don't even care. Somebody feeding you, taking care of you, like, what? 7 years old is fucking popping ass. That's a popping ass life. Like, if I could be 7 forever, I would, for real. I'm 23 and I have so many responsibilities, and when you're 18, you think that you have a lot, but you really don't. Your main focus is trying to get into a college. Like, that's nothing. But I think the most important things that you do are obey your parents because they know what they're talking about. Save money. Don't sign up for a credit card right away until you learn how to use one first, because it's not just swipe and pay, honey. It's way more complicated than that. And do things that are positive. And don't do things just because you're 18. Like, I'm 18, I can get a tattoo, so I'm gonna go get tattooed on my butt cheek. Like, nah. Just, you know, do things with common sense and that are sensible, and you'll be fine. I don't mean to scare you guys away from turning into an adult, but it really is not a game. Like, 18 is nothing. 21, get excited. Just a little bit. Not too much. Just a little bit. But like, even I know that right now at 23, I have not experienced half of the things that I will experience in my adulthood. I know that already. And that's because when I was 18, I thought that I was an adult, and I went through what I thought was turmoil. But y'all don't know the struggle. Like, nah. So when you're 18, just chill. That's my advice to you, to motherfucking chill and save money. I could probably talk about this topic forever, so I'm gonna move on now, but just know that you should take it slow. Alright, you guys, so thank you so much for tuning in. You guys know I love each and every one of y'all. If you do want to participate in BOETALKS, just email me at cosmoholicsanonymous@gmail.com, and I will for sure, if I don't reply to your email, because y'all, I honestly, I've been getting so lazy with the replies. Like, it's 9 times out of 10 the question will be in the video, and that's just what it is. So you can email me, please, you guys. I don't know, like, honestly, when you email me, please use your punctuation. Do not create these ginorm run-on sentences, and just breathe, because I feel like y'all ain't breathing when you're sending me these emails. Like, y'all gotta breathe, honey, because if you don't breathe, you're gonna die. So you need to breathe while you're typing these emails to me. Take breaths, put in periods, exclamation points, question marks, semicolons, commas. Like, use your punctuation, please, when you're emailing me, because it's really hard for me to read these sometimes. I'm just like, and use your motherfucking spell check, because I'm just like, wait, girl, what? So yeah, make sure you do all those things, and hopefully I'll be able to give your lives a lift. I will see you in the next one.